Born to cook, with the will and skill to own this kitchen.
Go, baby!
Young competitors crushing it at the stove.
She's doing better than most adults I know.
This is one of the best pastas I've ever had. Very professional. Which budding stars will walk away with the $10,000 prize, and who will be chopped? Four kid cooks beaming with enthusiasm are ready to compete to see who will be the next Chopped Junior champion. First up, we welcome Grace LaFountain.
I've been cooking really since I could walk. My favorite thing to eat is seafood. Got a pistachio. I know I want to be a chef when I grow up. Now that's a nice fear. When I was 8, I won this favorite childhood recipe contest, and I got to cook with Karakura. I think I'll be the next Chopped champion because I'm competitive, and I'm not going to stop. Pistachio crusted scallops.
And then there's Ellie Coonley.
When I'm in the kitchen, I feel like free. I get to express myself. My food personality is big and quirky. People call me a weirdo. But if I don't want to fit in, I want to stand out and be a Chopped champion.
Next up, Elliot Wakefield.
I'm a small town boy with big town flavor, and I'm here to win Chopped. Let's roll some egg rolls. I feel like I'm a mad scientist in the kitchen because I mix spices and food together, and they just taste amazing. It's important for me to feel unique. I like to stand out, just like my food. Delicious.
And finally, here's 12-year-old Bryce Taylor.
I'm gonna be the next Chopped champion because I have the skills to pay the bills. I'm my age, I think I'm a really good chef. I started cooking with my mom. She encourages me to do everything. I'm very creative, and cooking gives me an outlet to express myself. I want to become one of the best chefs in America, so everyone can have a taste of my cooking.
Chopped Junior works just like any other Chopped competition. There are 3 rounds: appetizer, entree, and dessert. Mandatory mystery ingredients for each course. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will be chopped. Please open your appetizer baskets. And what do we have here? Swordfish, figs, oyster sauce, and cotton candy cookies. 30 minutes. Time starts now.
Cooking in the Chopped kitchen is awesome. I have huge ambitions. I want to have my own cooking show, be a really well-known chef. I have cooked swordfish before, and I was thinking it's really good, like if you put a breadcrumb on it. So I'm making a cotton candy breadcrumb swordfish with fig and oyster sauce. The cookies, they look exactly like cotton candy ice cream, so I take out the filling and just made them into breadcrumbs. I'm pretty focused. I want that $10,000 and I'm gonna get it.
Dude, you know where the food processors are?
Yes, they're right down there.
Oh, yeah. I've always been like this happy, optimistic girl who loves cooking. But I just feel like people find reasons to hate on me because I'm definitely different. But I'm not different in a bad way. Okay. I am making cookie-crusted swordfish cubes with a fig oyster sauce and a simple spinach salad. My style of cooking is kind of like go with the flow. Oh yeah, there you go. When I'm in the kitchen, I get to do whatever I want to.
I participate in events called Plate Date, where basically they teach you a certain cooking style, like Latin style or Asian style. This dish is gonna be Asian. For my appetizer, I'm making a sweet and spicy sauteed swordfish with a lettuce sour vinaigrette. I grabbed some paprika, And I also grab honey, you know, sweet and spicy, and brush the swordfish so to get a nice flavor. I have the skill to become the chop champion.
I'm the smallest one here, so it makes me kind of feel like an underdog. But I'm gonna go for it and I'm gonna shoot for the stars. I love seafood, so swordfish, that's kind of a gift. Today I'm going to make a Thai swordfish with a watermelon and feta salad and Pinot Grigio figs. I grabbed ginger and lemongrass, other Thai flavors like soy sauce. I've never used a vacuum sealer before, but I want to try it and see if it'll help infuse my fish with Thai flavors. I put my fish in the vacuum sealer and it just goes.
All right, my chefs, 15 minutes to go. Before we get too much further into this, I have to introduce our judges. We have a great star of television and cooking, Chef Marcela Valladolid. Of course, we have Jeffrey, who is a legend in his own mind. And then we also have Billy Gardell, the star of Mike and Molly. Billy, you're a famous comedian. What is your connection personally to food?
I'm not a chef, but the house I grew up in, food was the answer. And as you can tell, I haven't missed too many meals.
I don't think this is a particularly easy basket.
The big thing for me in this basket is the oyster sauce. Just a touch salty. You gotta be really careful.
I know that the oyster sauce is salty, and I know that my figs are gonna be pretty sweet. So I wanna make a sweet and salty sauce. Then I add water to make the juices from the figs secrete, and it's gonna reduce. I haven't actually used the kids menu for a restaurant for a year. I always use the adult menu. If I win the $10,000, I want to go to Italy and do a cooking class. I want to go to China. It's going to let me see a whole new world of food that I can make. Perfect.
Let's talk about those beautiful figs. Grace is breaking those down right now.
Very sweet, a very sweet component.
My dad loves figs, and he taught me that you should put figs with wine.
Grace has dipped into the hooch.
For my salad, I start chopping some watermelon. I think fresh watermelon will balance the Thai flavors of the swordfish. I may look small, but I got muscles.
All right, folks, you've got 10 minutes left to finish.
To make the Cookie Crisp swordfish cubes, I grab the cotton candy cookies, take out the middle, put them into a blender. My mom bought me a necklace that says #happy. It will really help me in this competition because I know I can be fun, I can be bright, I can be creative. I'm going to say #happy.
Thumbs up.
You good over there, Bryce?
Pretty good for the first round. I get my figs, I think vinaigrette for my salad. I also grab the cookies that add a little bit of sweetness in there. Put inside the spice grinder. I'm in the chop kitchen. I'm thinking to myself, I need to be composed this whole time. I want to be that one competitor that's very calm. I swipe over my nose with my arm and I see blood. Oh my God, my nose is bleeding. My nose is bleeding. My nose is bleeding.
Bryce had a nosebleed.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh my God, my nose is bleeding.
Jeez. So much time.
It's taking a long time for Bryce to get his nosebleed fixed. We can't hold the clock from it. It just is what it is. How do you feel?
Feeling fine.
So,
Thanks. I need to get back to my vinaigrette.
Way to hang tough. I'd still be screaming. I'd be on that ground screaming.
I lost a few minutes, but I'm still cool. I'm not gonna let that stop me. Good.
All right, kids, you've got 5 minutes to wrap this up.
I want wine to deglaze my pan. It gives my swordfish flavor. And then I need to get my plate ready. And I need to lay my kale first because that is my bed. I've been working and I've been cooking, preparing for this. I'm really excited.
Perfect. The cookie itself may be a little too sweet, so I mix the center with some lime juice and jalapeno and spread it over my fish. I think it will impress the judges.
All right, no resting until the job is done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, folks. We stepped up.
Great job, great job.
Dude, you did this. The judges are gonna love this. I'm going to the next round. But I was looking over at Grace's plate. It looks pretty good, not gonna lie.
You look good. I like you. I feel like my dish could be in a restaurant.
Aspiring chefs, you have arrived at the chopping block. The first round of this Chop Junior competition saw you making appetizers with swordfish, figs, oyster sauce, and cotton candy cookies. We're going to start with rice. Have you recovered from your nose situation?
Yeah.
So could you please tell us what you've made?
Today I've made for you sweet and spicy sauteed swordfish with a bed lettuce sour vinaigrette dressing.
The presentation was very, very nice. Very simple, but very, very nice.
Thank you.
Rice. The fish is slightly overcooked. And the sauce is too acidic for me. It's really good, but it's way too much vinegar. The balance is off.
See, I disagree. I think you did a wonderful job of hiding those cookies. They're in the dressing, correct?
Yes.
I get a very small hint of them, but your balance of the vinegar in there and the figs are also in there as well, correct? You did a wonderful job using techniques combining acid with sugar. My goodness, your imagination, it's amazing. It's right here on the plate.
Thank you. I'm very creative and I can import some of my creativity in my dishes.
I understand you're also a musical guy? Really?
Yes.
What do you like to do?
I like listening to dubstep and beatboxing.
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah, real quick.
That's good, though. That's good.
Thank you very much.
And next up, we have Ellie.
So for you, I made cookie crusted swordfish cubes with a oyster fig sauce and a simple spinach salad.
I like that you did the cookie crust. That's what I would have come up with, too.
There's nothing better than a piece of swordfish that has a caramelized crust. But you're very parsimonious with the food.
What does parsimonious mean?
You're a little stingy. You're a little stingy. I wanted more. I wanted more.
Okay.
I'm cool with a portion. My only critique was you were really heavy on the pepper, which kind of just overwhelmed my palate. But you showed a lot of skill. All the other flavors were very harmonious. It was a nice, simple presentation.
Okay.
What do you want to prove today? What do you want to prove to us?
Well, when I was younger, I suffered from bullying. And just say I have made it far.
You know what you've learned? You've learned a very important thing, and that's only you can define you.
Ellie, thank you.
Thank you.
And from Ellie to Elliot. So what did you make for us?
I made you a pan-seared swordfish with a oyster, cotton candy, and fig sauce with a bed of blanched kale and caramelized onions.
Now, you did the impossible here. I am not a kale eater. I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. You made it taste very good. I got to tell you, I'm impressed.
Love that you brought kale to the party. I love that this is a very healthy dish. For me, that dressing is a little on the sweet side. Perhaps just maybe adding a little bit less cookies might have been much more successful.
I'd have liked some more salt, a little olive oil at the end. It's a bit flat. Salt or a crack of pepper, or even maybe a little something spicy, some chili or something.
Elliot, thank you. Nice work, sir. Grace, could you tell us what you made, please?
Today I've prepared for you Thai swordfish with a watermelon and feta salad and Pinot Grigio figs.
So what makes it Thai?
Well, I put in ginger, soy sauce, lemongrass.
And how did you prepare the lemongrass?
I pounded it with my knife to release all the fumes.
That's kind of spectacular, actually. It's a delicious serving of fish. And the fact that you were able to use the filling of the cookie, that's a lot of thinking ahead, but it's just too many components on the plate.
Yeah. You know, watermelon, I could live without. And the oyster sauce, maybe a little bit too much, to touch salty.
Okay.
But the fig and the fish are perfect.
It did look like the arrangement could have been just a little bit better, but the overall flavor, taste of this dish was great for me. This was fantastic.
Thank you.
It's time for you to take a break while the judges decide who is moving on to the next round and who is not.
This is really close. Amazing. I hope that next time, I hope they give us a pig eye crouton.
I want to see like anything like Pig's head.
I don't really know who's gonna get chopped. Compared to the other kids, I think I competed well, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a tight decision.
I'm hoping pretty badly that I'm not on the chopping block because I did a lot of work and I'm not ready to go home at all.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Elliot, you've been chopped. Judges?
You know, I think you are amazing. This dish, it was really good. But here's the deal. In this competition, salt and pepper is king. And it was under seasoned. And for that reason, you've been chopped.
Thank you for allowing me to be on the show.
Thank you, Elliot. Be well.
I think I did very well. I have put all my heart and soul into this. And eventually I'm gonna go to Milan to take a cooking class.
Grace, Bryce, Ellie, please open your baskets. And your entrees must include lamb loin chops, mini pepperoni pizzas, Chinese long beans, and candied sardines.
I see a head, I see eyes. It's freaky.
All right, my young chefs, 30 minutes on the clock. Time starts now.
Me and my dad grill steaks a lot, so my strategy is to treat this piece of meat like a steak. I just want to let the flavor of the meat shine through. I'm making a seared lamb chop with sauteed long beans and homemade pasta with a cheesy pizza sauce.
Need help with that heavy mixture?
I got it.
I can help you.
No, I got some muscles.
Small but mighty.
I started helping my mom out in the kitchen when I was 4. My mom and I would always make pasta.
Grace is gonna make homemade pasta.
Who knew she was going to make pasta?
At that age, I was just trying to steal a book of matches.
Dude, you're making pasta? Most people think that kids can't cook, but that's not true because you can learn how to do anything. Yay!
When I see those lamb loin chops, I'm like, oh my God. I've never cooked lamb in my life. Okay, just think. Let me just tell you. For my entree, I'm making seared lamb chops with caramelized Asian long beans with a candy sardine pesto. Most of the kids my age, like, they are very trendy. I don't like to keep up with the trends. I just keep it cool. I do think cooking is very cool. My mom's just like, do you want to watch some cartoons, Bryce? I'm like, no, I want to make dishes.
Behind. Oh. Tori, I'm going with
Here we
you.
go. Oh, sorry. I go to camp every year. When I was 8, I chose cooking as my major, and every year I've just been falling in love with cooking more and more and more.
Ooh, beautiful cuts, beautiful cuts.
I'm making a seared lamb chop with a simple salad and hot and spicy pizza croutons. I grab garlic powder, rub that on each side, put in my lamb as soon as possible.
Yeah, dairy.
I'm grabbing asparagus to go with my long beans because I feel like they look like each other, so it'd be like fun discovering which one's which. When I blanch a vegetable, it brings out a brighter color, and I know the judges love seeing bright colors on their plates. This is gonna be fun.
All right, guys, 14 minutes to go.
If I saw lamb chops, I just put it on the pizza, bake it, cut it, send it. I'm curious how they're going to incorporate all that and change it.
My biggest problem is the pizzas. It's frozen, and that's hard to work with. So I want to take the cheese off it and turn it into a sauce. For my pasta, I put in some heavy cream, and I put in some of the candied sardines. It is so exciting to be in the Chopped kitchen. I'm competing for my mom and dad. I want to show them how much I love cooking and that it's something I'm going to do when I grow up, for sure.
Let's talk about the sardine for a minute. I hope one of them decides to pulverize it and add it as a salty seasoning ingredient.
When I tasted the sardine, I noticed that the candied sweetness kind of overpowers it. So I'm taking these pink peppercorns, these candied sardines, and I'm putting them into the spice grinder to make a dust for the pizza crust croutons.
He's kind of like a stealthy ninja.
Being bullied is a tough thing to go through. It's fine, but by doing this, it's proving all the haters wrong.
When I see the candy sardines, I'm like, what is this? They're like tiny fish, and they're like really hard. I'm gonna try to make something really cool. I grab some parsley, some cilantro, cut up my poblano, and some olive oil to emulsify it. I'm thinking pesto. Put it on the lid, and for some strange reason, the blender is not working. I'm looking at the clock, and it's just running down quickly. So I'll go grab the food processor. I'm not gonna let that mess anything up.
Okay, folks, you've got 5 minutes to go.
The beans were probably 2 times as long as my head. I'm thinking about cooking the beans and the drippings from the lamb. If I win the $10,000, I think I would donate some to Chefs for Humanity, a organization that Cat Dora made, and it helps worldwide hunger.
All right, 1 minute on the clock, folks.
Quickly, I am making a vinaigrette to go on top of the salad. I just feel like it needs some acidity.
All right, kid cooks, no hesitation. Get it on the plate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Please step back.
Oh my gosh, I made pasta.
I feel like I messed this up. Thinking to myself, oh my God, it's not big enough for an entree.
2 of the plates have vinaigrette, and 2 of them do not. I think it will get me chopped.
It was a lot of fun to watch you battle through that entree round, working with lamb loin chops, mini pepperoni pizzas, Chinese long beans, and candied sardines. What do we have, Bryce?
Today I've made for you seared lamb chops with caramelized Asian long beans and a sardine pesto.
The pesto I liked a lot. The meat for me is a little underdone. It's seared good on the outside, but it's a little bit raw in the middle.
This is the way I like my lamb. I like it rare, so I have no problem with that. I like the char, the cooking method. It's perfect. It needs salt, desperately.
But you did get beautiful caramelization on that lamb. You have really good instincts in the kitchen, and that's why you seem so relaxed.
Yeah, I was calm. Yeah, on the outside, but inside, I'm thinking, what are you doing?
I think that every day.
Thank you, Bryce. Next up, Ellie.
Today I have prepared for you a seared lamb chop and a simple salad that has hot and spicy pizza croutons, and the beans and asparagus are included in there.
I think the idea of a salad with a piece of meat is a really good idea because this meat is rich, it's bold, it's big flavors, and it needs that cleansing ability that a salad has. However, the promise of that salad is lost because there's no vinaigrette on it.
Yeah.
The lack of dressing really brings the whole dish down.
Okay.
I actually did get a few drops of the dressing, and it was just enough because it was very acidic. I think that putting the sardines on the pizza crust and making croutons with that was a wonderful idea. And your beans are cooked perfectly, too.
Thank you.
I agree about the croutons. I thought you killed that. I didn't get any of the dressing, but I can see where it would have been even better if I did. That puts the brakes on just a little bit, but I think the croutons and the meat and the salad, all good.
Thank you.
All right, Grace, what's happening?
Today I've prepared for you a seared lamb chop with sauteed long beans and homemade pasta with a cheesy pizza sauce.
How'd you learn to make pasta?
Well, I've been making pasta for a long time.
You haven't been alive for a long time.
While he has a very steady hand in the kitchen, he seems to go at a very steady pace. You have a big flair for creativity. You swing for the fences. You're willing to go all the way, live or die, all the way, and I really like that.
Great taste of the sardines in the sauce. I love the seasoning on the lamb.
But I think that the lamb is a little overcooked. I also thought the pasta, it just stayed in the water a little too long. It was really overcooked as well.
It's overcooked. You can tell that, you need to cut into it instead of it being able to twirl it around.
That wasn't a basket ingredient. You spend all that time on that. And so when you're going to make something like that, it's not in the basket. Be very careful because it's a two-edged sword. Come back and get you.
All right, Grace, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The judges can give only 2 of you the go-ahead for the dessert round. Time to wait. Thank you.
Like, who do you think got the harshest critique?
That overcooked pasta. I think it worked pretty well, except I overcooked it.
I didn't know I was going to get that many compliments. I thought we were going to just completely say, oh, this is disgusting, I don't want it.
Raise your hand if you think we're going to dessert.
I feel like I should say because I'm very creative in the kitchen. Everyone makes their mistakes. I haven't done all too bad in there.
I want the $10,000 very, very badly, but it's not all about the money. I'm 12 years old and I'm competing on Chop, so anything's possible.
Young cooks, whoever is chopped here, remember that everybody has to compete in life and no one wins every time. So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Grace, you've been chopped. Judges?
Listen, this part of the competition was very, very close. But unfortunately, your pasta was overcooked and your lamb was overcooked. So you have been chopped. You have a wonderful spirit and you're a wonderful cook. And keep taking those chances because when they do pay off for you, they're going to pay off huge for you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
They're great.
Good job. It's unfortunate, but it's a prize just coming here. So that's like a win in itself.
Ellie and Bryce. We started off with 4 Chopped Junior competitors. Now we're down to just the 2 of you. What do you think of that?
I'm gonna win.
Sadly, you're mistaken. I'm going to win.
I'll tell you what, kids. Let's find out who's right. Please open this basket. And your desserts must include lemon curd, pound cake, candy powder, and ricotta cheese. 3 minutes on the clock. Time starts now. Okay, well, I think we're seeing competitive fire coming out of these guys.
Fine. I am only 1 round away from winning $10,000. I really, really want this. I'm definitely going to bring this competitiveness in me. I'm gonna kick butt. I'm making lemon French toast light with a strawberry puree. For the French toast, I am taking lemon curd, milk, and sugar and adding that into a bowl. I feel pretty comfortable with the technique in the kitchen. I remembered all the skills that I learned at cooking camp.
I do think cooking is very cool. It's really fun. You can be really artistic and creative. For my dessert, I'm making olive oil baked pound cake with a white chocolate drizzle and candy powder, ricotta, and lemon curd ice cream. But I've never made ice cream before. 4 cups. I'm kind of thinking in my head, okay, Bryce is a little risky, but you got it. I'm using 3 of my basic ingredients, the candy powder, the ricotta cheese, and the lemon curd. Thinking to myself, okay, Bryce, you got it. You're gonna win.
All right, guys, 15 minutes to go. I just gotta point something out about this basket. I mean, this is a sugar bomb.
I actually think that the ingredients aren't complicated, which can make it more complicated when you're putting a dish together. You can overthink it.
Yeah.
To make the strawberry puree, I'm adding strawberries, butter, and sugar into a saucepan. I just want to stay like cool, calm, and collected, minus the calm because I'm just crazy energy. In the kitchen, I would consider myself as close to perfect as I could get. When I grow up, I would love to be a chef, open my own restaurant, and have this successful life of cooking.
I sliced up my pound cake, get some olive oil, put it on the pan. You don't want to put it directly on the bread. It's going to taste very oily. It's not going to taste good. Put it in the oven. I want to get it nice and toasted. I go over to the ice cream machine. It comes out perfectly. That's the best ice cream I've ever seen. I'm going to put it inside the glass chiller so it doesn't melt. Glass chiller.
Oh, very smart, Bryce. Very smart.
Oh my God, Jeremy just told me how to smart kid.
All right, guys, less than 10 minutes on the clock. So, have any of you judges had this candy powder? That stuff's been around since I was a kid.
It's flavored sugar with a sugar stick. You lick the sugar stick and dip it in the sugar, and then you lick the sugar off the sugar stick. It's a little sugary.
Every year, somehow you'll find this candied powder in your Valentine's box from the whole class. And some strange thought in me just thought, grab cocoa powder. So I'm making a ricotta cocoa powder whip. And I'm just going to take the candy sticks, blend it up, and use it as a sugar.
You've got 5 minutes to go.
Presentation is very, very important to me because it's one of the biggest components in this competition.
Bryce is definitely on his own planet.
Yeah.
He's calm. He has it all figured out, and he's 12.
I grab my ice cream out of the glass chiller, and I'm like, why is this so hard? Oh my God, sugar's not in my ice cream. Inside I'm thinking, throw the chopping block. Sugar's not in the ice cream. Still, make sure you're composed. Don't show any of that emotion. Your dish still might be good. You're perfectly fine.
I have a saying with ice cream, it's easier than it looks and harder than you imagine.
Yeah.
If anything else I mess up, I know my plating and creativity will always be there.
All right, guys, you've got 2 minutes left on the clock.
Presentation is really important this round because desserts do seem more appetizing when they look prettier.
53 seconds on the clock.
Holy moly.
What are you doing, Bryce?
Looking for mint.
Oh, I have the mint. You can have it when I'm done.
I don't think you should let him have it, Ellie.
I'm not that mean. Here you go.
Thanks.
All right, young cooks, these are the final seconds of the final round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back.
I feel like this dessert is worth $10,000, but looking over at Bryce's dessert, I feel like his looks equally as amazing. This is going to be a tough decision for the judges.
I'm very satisfied with the way it looks and the creativity level I put into it. This is the winning plate.
For the last round, dessert, you had to work with lemon curd, pound cake, candy powder, and ricotta cheese. What'd you make, Ellie?
Well, today I have prepared for you my best looking dish. No, really, it's a lemon French toast delight with a ricotta chocolate whip and a strawberry puree.
Yeah, it is nice and lemony. I very much like this. I like the idea that it's kind of one of those desserts that the guest has to assemble themselves, because you get to decide how much sweet and how much syrup and how much whatever. The only thing that really pops out on the plate, you're missing a lot of sugar.
It needed sugar or it needed some syrup, simple syrup or something. This and this is very good. This I don't care for. What you did is you poured cocoa powder, which is very, very gritty and chalky in the mouth. And ricotta, by nature, is also chalky. It needed another texture.
I have the same feeling.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's the only place you missed, but I like the pound cake a lot.
Thank you.
Excellent. Ellie, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Bryce, your turn. What'd you make?
Today for you, I have made a olive oil baked pound cake with a white chocolate drizzle. And then the ice cream, it's a ricotta, lemon curd, and candy powder.
Olive oil on a pound cake is one of my favorite things in the world. So the fact that you know that at your age and to do that is just another thing that blows me away about you, all you guys did.
Thank you.
Have you made ice cream before? Never.
I realized I forgot the sugar.
So what happens when you forget sugar is it freezes to a point that you don't really taste any of the flavors in there. But I love the fact that you made it.
For me, it's a little on the sweet side with the chocolate and the pound cake. But I ate the whole thing, so it's a nice flavor combo. White chocolate and pound cake, they love each other, so that works.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Bryce.
Both amazing kids.
I feel like this is the most stressed out I've ever been in my childhood years.
I just feel like it's going to be like too close to call. It's been that way the whole entire way. In my opinion, you're just like better at this than me.
This gonna be so close.
It's so close.
Seriously, good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Well, judges, what a whirlwind for these young chefs. They did well, right?
Unbelievable.
I think Bryce came out of the box with making an ice cream, which was a fantastic idea. With the candy powder, ricotta, he put it in the machine. Unfortunately, he forgot sugar.
Yeah.
Ellie, with the raspberry lemon curd puree, beautiful. But this chocolate mud pie thing, it didn't work, which was ricotta and very bitter and grainy cocoa powder, just not appetizing.
I thought Bryce, I liked his appetizer the best. I liked his fish the best.
I think throughout the competition, he showed a lot of skill. You can tell that kid cooks very often. He's very confident in the kitchen.
I think for me, Battle Swordfish was probably won by Ellie, even though she gave us a little bitty piece of swordfish crusted in that cookie. It was really good. It had a great flavor to it, and that spinach salad I really loved.
Ellie's main course, I liked her lamb much better than his. The portion was right. It looked right. It just felt right to me.
Remember, I was a dish that did get the salad dressing, so I got all the components, and I got perfectly cooked meat.
Bryce's lamb was under seasoned. However, he did a very smart thing. He put the pesto on top, which gave it some more flavor.
I'm floored. I am in awe of their self-confidence and their cooking abilities and their techniques.
All right, can you figure this out?
I think we know, Ted.
To walk away the Chopped Junior champion, I would be on top of the world. It would be like the best experience of my life of the 11 years and on.
The dessert round, that was the most intense because it is the last round. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm okay.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Bryce, you've been chopped. Judges?
Bryce, you're 12 years old, you're unchopped. It's not a bad gig, let me tell you. As far as the food today, you got kind of outcooked by a little bit because you have a really talented chef right next to you. The first course, the swordfish with the sweet and sour vinaigrette, was delicious, but the swordfish was really overcooked. The second course, the lamb, we all love the lamb, a real smart pesto. The third course, the ice cream, it needed sugar and it didn't have any. So for those reasons, we had to chop you.
Thank you, all of you, everyone in here. That's a little bit of emotion, but I did really good. I'm not sad. I'm actually very happy in myself. If I ever get invited back, I know I'm gonna win because I'm gonna have more skill and I'm gonna redeem myself so I can become the chop champion.
And that means, Ellie Cooley, that you are the Chopped Junior Champion, and you can relax, because that $10,000 prize is yours.
I'm completely like, what the heck just happened right now?
As well as a highly coveted Chopped Junior Chef's Coat.
Now I'm a Chopped Junior Champion. That is constantly #happy. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you. And to people who don't think that kids can cook, I think you're going to be proven wrong, especially this episode.